Yo, what's going on, Umers, and welcome to week 9 of the PUL season 4, of course. And today, after a nice 6-0 victory on Devil Gamer, aka Best Admin last week, we are today playing Luuk, LOJB. Yeah, Luuk LOJB, had to make sure I got that right. So, well, here's our matchup, looking at it. So we, of course, now have a Kyogre, really good mon, a really strong mon also. And, well, we are we have this matchup. So you can take a look at it for a moment. And well, we're actually doing a team builder. We didn't do a team builder before because I have a chance to. There is a chance that I have to face this guy again, or someone again in the playoffs, and I don't want to reveal any sets. But Luke is kind of out, or he would, or if he, there's a chance Luke could get in. If there even is one, I would not be in playoffs, so we can't be in playoffs together. So I don't really care about showing my sets after battling him. So well, this is the matchup, and well, let's get right into the team. First mon, Mega Lucario. You know, I always bring Mega Lucario. It's a good motherfucking mon. Mega Lucario runs Bullet Punch, CC, SD, and Crunch. Well, Crunch is for the Giratina, the rest all get hit by Bullet Punch, or by CC, or by Crunch. And Bullet Punch does a lot to Gengar, which outspeed and can Crunch. Mewtwo Mega Y, we outspeeds us and probably kills us, so we'd like to hit that bomb with the Bullet Punch as well. So that's my Mega Lucario set. Pretty standard, enough to outspeed Gengar. Next up we have Necrozma with the Ayapapa Berry, Toxic Moonlight, Knockoff and Stealth Rock, Moonlight of course for recovery, Max Bedef to take on the Mega Mewtwo Y, Knockoff to knock items off, do some damage on the Mega Mewtwo Y, and Toxic is to wear things down, and Rocks are just, well, they're rocks, they chip things down, especially the Thunders, which I don't have the greatest switch-ins to. So next up we've got a Manibus. Manibus is my counter against the Giratina. It's really good against like setup Giratina, all kind of stuff like that. Setup, just anything actually. Enough speed that I am a couple EVs above 0 speed Giratina. So if it runs a little bit of speed, I can still outspeed taunt it to prevent toxicking me, to prevent him resting, to prevent him resting for the toxic, to prevent him from like everything, to just prevent him from doing toxicking me, thunder waving me, calm minding up to get more damage, anything. And well, defog is to get hazards of my field if he were to bring them, and Bruce is just for recovery, so pretty standard. Next up we've got a Shaman. Shaman is my best counter against Thunderous Therian. Where is it? It's here. Got the Yachi for eventual if he use like HPIs or something. If he runs that against me, I can Yachi also for the Manaphy. It's decently good. So I can Leech Seed. I have Protect to get some HP back from the Leech Seed. Extra HP, get a nice 24% around that on Shaman. Also, I run a Giga Drain. Protects also for scouting. Giga Drains for like Seismitoad and Politoad. Manaphy to do just really good damage, also stab, so nothing too weird. Then Paralyze is really good to hit the Thunderous. It's my best way to hit the Thunderous as well. So that's Shaman, pretty standard. Next up, Lakey got the Mail. You're like, why the fuck is this guy running Mail? Well, Gengar could trick me a Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, anything in that sense. I wouldn't appreciate it. So what I'm running is I'm running Mill, so Mill can be tricked. So I run Mill on my Licky. Well, I go Wish for getting my HP back, of course. Wish Protect, nothing too standard. Protect to scout out Z move, scout out what Gengar or something else is going to do, because Gengar can kind of destroy me. Knockoff is to damage Gengar, knock off items and heal bells, emergency, for when my Pokemon get toxic or slow, and my defensive walls are slowly dying. I can get into a click heal bell, get my HP back up. Last but certainly not least, a new member, Kyurem, with the Assault Vest, Max Spadef, Ice Beam, Dragon Tail, Dragon Pulse, and Earth Power. I didn't want Draco for no drops. So this is a really good Manaphy thing, counter. Because if he runs like Politoad and he has the Rain up, so you have Rain Manaphy at +6, so the ×4 special attack with 2 tail glows up, and then he throws with a Waterium Z. Excuse me. My Kyurem can live 1. My Kyurem can live 1 Waterium Z, and still be like around 20%. Click Dragon Tail and it's gone. Like it's knocked out of the field, so it doesn't have any boost anymore. Also, it can really profit from the wish passing from Licky, so that's what it does. Furthermore, it can also do check Thunderous a little, Gengar pretty decently, hit it back with Nerf Power. Thunderous really gets hit heavy by Ice Beam. Giratina gets hit heavy by Ice Beam and Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse also hits the Manaphy. Chestnut gets hit heavy by Ice Beam, Goodra Ice Beam. You know, I can just hit about anything on this team. So that's really good. As a team, so now I'd say we should get right into the battle. So we are now in the battle, and it's laggy as fuck. Okay, it stopped. So let's get right into it. I'll put it on slow because otherwise it's too fast. Nah, never mind. I can handle normal. So first time we lead Manibus, I'll put it back on slow. This is way too fast. So he gets pressured out by Brave Bird, so I'm like, yeah, I'm free to throw Toxic. And well, I can just go to Shaman on the Thunderous because it's my switch into it. He goes into Mewtwo. I have my switch into Mewtwo, as said in the team building segment. That's Necrozma as he tries to fire off an Sphere, probably predicting Licky to be the switch in. I think that's or Kyurem. So, well, I can just set rocks up because I'm still at a lot of HP, so I'm not really frightened and not really forced to get my HP back up. I'm going to Shaman again on Thunderous, and Thunderous is now going to get chipped really quickly. He goes back into Mega Mewtwo Y, so I can just go back into Kruzma. Here he clicks Ice Beam, and from this damage, it would just barely not pop my Ayapapa probably. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I can't risk my Ayapapa not popping and then the Kruzma dying. Excuse me, and then the Kruzma dying. So what I need to do is I need to Moonlight here, and then he pops out the Thunder, which has higher base special attack. It's higher stat, so you know it does pop the Ayapapa, so that kind of sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. Here I just click Knockoff to get really good damage on the Mon, or for a switch out. Knock off this Mon's Chesto Berry, so I'm like thinking Shadow Ball, Dragon Pulse, Skull Mind, rest is probably this guy's set. So I go into Manibus, which is my switch in, and here I click Taunt to make sure he can't like Toxic, do anything weird. I don't want this Mon doing anything. So here I Taunt, and here I go into Shaman, as he clicks Thunderbolt. Here I'm like, yeah, okay, my best play right here is to click Leech Seed. So that's exactly what I do. And I click Leech Seed and I have to get Shaman Sunglasses because he misses, not that big of a deal. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to protect, scout a little, you know, Gengar doesn't really get any setup moves, any Will-O-Wisps, so I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about a Will-O-Wisp, so I'm going into Licky, which I play anyways. Any Sludge Waves does a nice 30%. I see this Mon doesn't have a boosting item, so that's really nice for me. And here I just wish get my XP back, you know. As he clicks Sludge Wave, and I click Knockoff to get some chip, get his item off, if he's like a Z or something, and well, Knockoff his Focus Sash. So okay, I knocked off his Focus Sash. It's probably a Sash set to bait the, how do you call it, the Lucario, but well, yeah, rocks kind of prevented him from doing that. So I just click Wish Protect so I don't get really low. And well, now, yeah, I'll put this on normal because it's kind of pretty stally bit. So put this in normal. He clicks the sludge wave, and well, he keeps clicking sludge wave. Here I stay in. I click heal bell to get rid of the residual 6% chip. Here I click wish again, if I recall. Yeah, I click wish to get HP. I predict the thing, and he predicted me to click knockoff, which would have killed him by the damage you can see now. So sucks for him. I didn't go for knockoff, but I wanted Licky healthy, so I didn't see any reason not to do that. So here I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to wish stall until he clicks Destiny Bond. Then on the follow-up turn, I'll click knockoff to make sure, you know, because now he can't Destiny Bond again because it will fail. So now I can click knockoff and make it die. So okay, this one can't do anything right now because it's wish protect. Its only offensive move or that can do any damage is knockoff, and that's disabled. So well, he goes to do this. I can go into Necrozma for free, you know. Necrozma is my best switch to do this. I just fire for Toxic because I'm still at a good amount of HP. Here on Moonlight to not get too low, you know. I need to keep my health intact. And here I click Knockoff, and he almost dies to poison. And here I click Moonlight, and then he dies to poison. With Necrozma being at a good 77%. So now he goes into his Eclipse being Garantina, and I go into Manibus as is my best switching. He goes for the Shadow Ball, you know, because well, I mean, Necrozma's with the Shadow Ball. And here I throw for Toxic. He clicks on Mind, and this is why I have Taunt, so I just go right ahead and taunt him right here. Dragon Pulse doesn't do anything because I'm really bulking the special side. And here I just roost because, well, I mean, I get some HP back and I can't really hit him otherwise, so, well, yeah. It's my best place. Here I roost again to make sure I'm at the maximum amount of HP I could be at. And, well, now I go into Shaman because he has this Thunderous, and, well, Thunderous just clicks Thunderbolt 2 times. I click Leech Seed because, well, this is my switching, get some HP back. He now goes into his Chestnut, and I go into my Manibus to make sure I kind of threaten him out, and Drain Punch doesn't do anything. So here I click Drain Punch again, and here I go into Necrozma. Because, well, I mean, Mega Lucario is now the kill leader, or he isn't anymore the kill leader, so I need to get him some kills. I go for the Moonlight, he drops the Wood Hammer, and here I want to make sure he clicks Wood Hammer again, because, well, it's his bad play against Necrozma. I go into Lucario, I call, and I see, well, if I click CC, he doesn't die, I get the drop, he recovers with Drain Punch. Drain Punch doesn't kill me without a drop, so I go for the Swords Dance, and now I can click Close Combat and kill this mon, because now he dies. He had the Rocky Helmet though, so well, it's really good prep on his part. He still did a lot of damage, and Shaman Manaphy does not turn out to be Scarfed, so I can just finish that mon off as well with the Close Combat. And this results in another 6-0. We actually are the first one in Season 4 to get 2 6-0s in a row. I think we also were the first one in Season 3 to get 2 6-0s in a row. So that's pretty nice actually. I like it. I'm not gonna complain. It's actually also really important for all the for all the differential, because we're actually at the same as Blind Messi at the moment. I'm on a win-loss. We are now 6-3 both. Yeah, we're both 6-3. But well, I mean, with some extra, with a more differential, we go to place instead of him. And Junebug is, of course, Junebug is, of course, on the first place. So with the more differential we get, the more differential we're above him, meaning we go to play. So it's really important. Next week we're actually facing Blind Messiah, which is going to be a really important matchup. It's gonna be probably the decider of who goes to the playoffs. So well, I mean, if the other loses, the other could still go to playoffs. It's something like that. But I think it's actually I don't think it is a really big game, and I'm going to well do my best for all of you guys. We didn't beat them in the first match. I'm going to try and flip that around in the second match. So we'll see all of you guys next time. Till next week, we're facing Blind Mess. Yeah, we getting that dub, and we're going to playoffs, or we don't, and then it's going to be an anticlimax. But we're trying to get to playoffs. So see you all next week, and then goodbye.